Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm currently trying to build this channel to be a place of support for beginner artists, digital artists, and more so for those who are trying to find their way through Procreate as a hobby or as a side hustle. I have personally started making a constant income out of my digital art last year, and I keep honing my skills and finding new clients to work with. So if I can do that, you can too. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button so you would help me grow this channel and help me help you. Now, it's about time we talked about something really important, guys, and that is using references. On the screen, you will see the original character of Rossdraws or Rossdraws, which I decided to draw in my style. If you only want to see the process, feel free to mute me. If you would rather hear what I have to say, then let's get started. As a beginner artist, you hear a lot of things. That you should use references, or that you shouldn't use them because that means you are copying. Or actually copying is only when you trace something, or maybe when you use only one reference, and the list goes on. Or maybe you are not even aware that references are a thing because you just started out. In any case, we will take it step by step and try to eliminate all of your limiting beliefs that are standing in your way of growing as an artist. There's a fine difference between good artists and bad artists, and what is preventing you right now from becoming a good artist is called limited thinking. The sooner you get rid of the wrong ideas that you may have, the faster you will unlock new possibilities for you to learn more. First of all, we should get out of the way what references are. References are the images, pictures, drawings that you use in order to observe some particular elements before you start drawing them. Okay, that's quite obvious. But what is a reference actually? Is it a popular picture of a pretty girl on Instagram or Pinterest? Is it a picture of models in various poses? Or maybe the old classic picture of a bowl of fruits that you should draw? The answer is yes and no. I remember in school, teachers would either show you a bowl of fruits and let you draw it for an hour, or give you a picture of something else and have you copy it. That's not how references should be used. References should help you put some pieces together in order to create your own original artwork. For instance, let's say you want to draw a mermaid, because after all, it's a mermaid, right? Not sure if you are participating in this yearly challenge of a month of drawing mermaids, but it's my first time doing it, so it's pretty much the only thing I've been drawing for a week, aside from client work. Okay, so you want to draw a mermaid. You have a general idea in your head that you should make her underwater or sitting on a rock near the shore, and you can also associate the mermaid with flowy gestures, weightless underwater hair, fish scales, and so on. And that's a start. But you are not seeing a clear image in your head that you can put down on paper. So what do? You start looking for references, obviously. Now let's see how you could do that correctly. What we are not going to do is we are not going to find only one reference of a mermaid and redo that. But what we can do is we can look for a bunch of mermaids and see what inspires us. For instance, this color palette may be really nice, this pose is interesting, and maybe you could make it more dynamic. The hair's shape is really nice, the pattern on the tail is mesmerizing, and so on. And you end up taking mental notes of one thing that inspired you from each references that you gather. Then you start drawing. The pose and the composition are the first things that you establish. So you will look for that pose that was most interesting to you. You could even look for photos of dancers and look at their upper body, see if they have the kind of movements that you are looking for, because the rest will be a tail, so it wouldn't be so complicated to improvise that part. Then you will want to create the tail's details. Now you can research all kinds of photos of exotic fish and see how you could transform that into a mermaid tail. Then you can look for face expressions, hand gestures, hair accessories, and all that good stuff. And you will always have different references for everything that you want to draw. Aside from inspiration, the best time to use references is when you are drawing the pose, because that's anatomy. It's the most real part of what you are going to draw. You need to get it right. You need to understand the proportions, the curves, the straight lines, and if you get this foundation wrong, any other detail will go unnoticed, because wrong anatomy cannot hide behind cute details. So always use references when you start out. Without those, your brain will know how a head looks, but without a specific reference of the head's position in any weird angle, you won't know how to draw it correctly. A big part of an artist's job is to observe and understand before you even pick up the pencil. If you don't understand what you are drawing, even a non-artist will be able to see that. So do yourself a favor and start gathering anatomy references, poses references, and start drawing them. Now guys, I have recently put together a detailed step-by-step process of one of my more complex drawings, Kuching from Genshin Impact. I talked about this piece in my last YouTube video, and I even talked about it in my blog post from last week, but even so, I feel that was still not enough information for you to see my whole workflow, and so I made a step-by-step guide with detailed explanations and made it available for free on my website. Head to mlara.net and grab your free digital art tutorial, and if you liked it, I'm always appreciating shares on Instagram so that more people can benefit from my free guide. The link is below in the description, and I really hope you will find it useful. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week.